Hi, I'm Abbie, and I work here at the Defiance Public Library in the Children's Department. Right now, I'm going to show you some of our new juvenile picture book titles, which you can check out with your library card. This month, I want to start by sharing this title, My Day with Gong Gong, written by Senna Yi, illustrated by Elaine Chen, and published by Nick Press. Who wants to spend a day with someone that doesn't speak the same language as you do? In this book, you'll go through a day with a young girl named May who spends time with her grandpa who speaks Chinese. May experiences a range of emotions as she tries to tell her grandpa what she wants or needs. When she thinks she's about to explode from uncertainty and anger, her grandpa surprises her by knowing exactly what she wanted or needed. The rest of the day turns out to be very fun and interesting as she starts to learn some of the different words her grandpa is using. This book is a very good read with a perfect example of how something boring or scary can turn into something fun and adventurous. Speaking of adventures, the next book takes you on a day where everything seems to have come alive. I See You See, written by Richard Jackson, illustrated by Patrice Barton, and published by Athenaeum Books for young readers. In this book, Maisie and Jonah must take their dog Tinker on a walk. The girl takes the lead and is busy trying to corral the dog, while her brother is busy imagining different things he sees. Do you see the cats in the trees, or goldfish snowing down? Jonah has a wild imagination that soon his sister is joining in on. Take a journey with Maisie, Jonah, and Tinker, and see what objects you can see in the different pictures. Earth has a lot of beautiful things to see. Let's look at the next book that shows some of the beautiful places to see. My Friend Earth, written by Patricia McLaughlin, illustrated by Francesca Siena, and published by Chronicle Books. As Earth goes through different seasons, we get to see different places that have animals and people preparing for whatever the season permits. Travel through spring, where new plants are popping through, and farmers are busy sowing seeds that they can harvest later in the fall. We go through the prairie, where horses are running in the summertime. We head into fall, where leaves are beginning to fall, and everything turns into orange and red in color. Next comes winter, where some animals are preparing for a long rest, while the earth is covered in snow. Then we wait and wait until everything starts over again. Another story in which we wait for something is called Zee Girls The Tree, written by Elizabeth Rush, illustrated by Will Hillenbrand, and published by Candlewick Press. This book starts with the baby and tree both being born. Zee is a little girl who was born to parents who are tree farmers. In particular, they are Christmas tree farmers. How cool is that? This goes through the life of a little girl in a tree. It describes how Douglas fir trees start, how they grow, and that they are in the evergreen tree family. Zee learns a lot about her tree and has to take care of it so that it grows nice and tall like her. As her tree grows, complications begin to happen, like a dry summer, an icy winter, and a heavy bird snapping off the top of the tree. Can Zee save her tree? Will it get tall enough for her to decorate it for Christmas? Check it out to find out what happens. Well, now that we can identify that a Douglas fir is an evergreen tree, in what group do we think the avocado would fit? Avocado Asks, written and illustrated by Momoka Abe and published by Doubleday Books for young readers, is a book about an avocado with an identity crisis. The avocado isn't sure if it is a fruit or vegetable, so it goes around asking different foods if it fits into their category. What do you think an avocado is? Does it belong with the meat? Does it belong with the cheese? These are some of the questions the avocado asks. Soon the avocado is feeling very left out and sad because it doesn't think it fits in any group. That's when it meets the tomato. Together they discuss why they don't need to fit into a certain category because they taste wonderful and are used in so many different foods. They are simply amazing in anything and don't need a group. In the next book, these animals feel they are simply amazing and wonderful too. In the book Mustache, Duckstache, written by Amy Young, illustrated by A.J. Young, and published by Viking, the animals have decided to have a little contest. Guess what that contest is? A mustache contest. As we go through the pages, we see several animals with all different kinds of mustaches taking the stage. Soon the duck takes the stage and states that its mustache is a duck stache. All the animals soon join in with what they believe their mustaches should be called. Some may even surprise you with their choice of mustache. Find out who wins the contest and decide for yourself who you think should have won. Also, make sure to pick out your mustache style. A great book with lots of fun pictures to look at. This next book also has a contest going on, but the winner in this book gets an ice cream party, and who doesn't love ice cream? Libby Loves Science, written by Kimberly Durding and Shelley R. Johannes, illustrated by Joelle Murray, and published by Green Willow Books. Libby loves experimenting and trying out new things. In school, the chemistry teacher has students run the science booth at the fall festival. Of course, Libby immediately volunteers to help run the booth. It is decided that whomever has the most visitors will win an ice cream party. So Libby and a group of her friends come up with some great experiments. However, not everything works to plan, and Libby learns some very valuable lessons. Do you think that Libby will win and get the ice cream party? Find out what happens and read about some great experiments that you can try too.
Those are the highlights for the juvenile picture books this month. We have lots more to check out. You can do this by visiting defiancelibrary.org or by visiting us in person. Hope to hear from you soon.